Prince Harry's new Netflix documentary series, Heart of Invictus, has been labelled bland by some critics. Others say it's a great way to see Harry at his finest, at his most natural, and back to what he was good at. The show shines a light on Harry's own experiences, but it's also about the inspiring competitors and, surprisingly, has just a light touch from Meghan Markle. So, can the Sussexes rebrand, or is there only currency dishing the dirt on the royal family? Joining me now is former royal correspondent at The Sun, Charles Ray. Charles, I must admit I have not. Charles, are you there? Are you there? Yes, he is there. Charles, I haven't watched this series, I must admit. Have you?
Most of it, actually, yeah.
Ah, you have? And what were your thoughts?
Well, I thought it was very, very good because it was about the Invictus Games. It's about soldiers who've served their country very, very well and as a result have had some dreadful injuries. Where I depart from liking it a lot and Harry's involvement is when he turns up to be moaning Minnie again and starts slagging off the British press for not doing enough to cover these troops, which is absolutely ridiculous, as you've seen in the papers over the last few days. And again, having a pop at his family saying there was no one around, to offer him support. That is despite a 2017 interview he gave to the Daily Telegraph where he praised his own brother for insisting that he should get professional help. And he describes and he says of him, bless him for doing that. Harry can't have it both ways. He can't keep on slagging off the royal family and the British press. It's these only two weapons he's got. He's got to sort of grow up a little bit and concentrate on his own life and the things he does well. I mean,
are you being a bit harsh there? Because you could argue that by giving his experience, or as he sees it now at least, his experience, it will help others to open up about their experience or lack of support, so it may not actually be all about him, or is that a bit generous?
I think you're being very generous. I mean, I have a great deal of respect for Prince Harry as the fact that he served this country extremely well. He did 2 tours of Afghanistan. He came back and he started off the Invictus Games, which is a great charity, which he did when he was within the royal family. And I think it is one of the key things in his calendar and Meghan's calendar. Is it going to lead to a rebranding? No, I don't think it's going to lead to a rebranding. I think people will support the Invictus Games because of what it stands for and the fact that Harry started it. All credit to him. I just wish he'd think about what he's saying at times. Now, Charles, I'm not sure I should admit this on live television, but last night I did actually have a dream about Prince Harry. And I spoke to him and I said to him, oh, Harry, why don't you come back to England and apologise and make up with the royal family? But he was just stubborn and said, no, Emily, too much has happened. I'm not going to. Do you think there's any chance that that might happen, that we might see some kind of resolution? Because clearly that's what my subconscious is desperate for. I'm afraid, Emily, that dream would turn into a nightmare, to be perfect. It is, I cannot see Harry and Meghan coming back to this country at all. I believe Meghan will never step foot in the UK ever again. I mean, if she were to be linked with the royal family, if you could put behind you everything that's happened, you've got Meghan would have to, curtsy to her nemesis, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, because of the protocol that is involved. No, Harry will be back. He's back later this week for the Well Child. He then goes off to Dusseldorf, where Meghan will fly in later. That's it.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much indeed for your time, Charles. Charles Ray, former royal correspondent at The Sun, bringing us the latest.